Have you ever wondered why some people remain active and strong in their 80s and 90s, while others struggle to simply stand up? It isn't just luck or mere aging. Something deeper is happening inside your body. Something silent yet dangerous that weakens your muscles, steals your strength, and makes every step a little harder than before. At first, you may barely notice it. Your legs feel a bit heavier, climbing stairs takes more effort, and getting up from a chair isn't as easy as it used to be. Then, one day you trip, you fall, and suddenly your whole life changes. Every year, millions of older adults lose their mobility, not due to an accident or a specific disease, but because their legs simply give up, burdened by weak muscles, poor balance, and a gradual decline that sneaks up on you until it is too late. But what if there were a way to stop this process? Imagine a method to keep your legs strong, steady, and powerful even at 94. The secret lies in one essential vitamin. A vitamin so powerful that without it your muscles weaken faster than you think. And yet most people remain unaware that they are missing it. The essential vitamin for strong legs is not just about the inevitability of aging, nor is it simply a natural part of getting older. There is something hidden, something silently draining your strength, and that hidden culprit is vitamin deficiency. Most people consider vitamin D merely as a bone-strengthening nutrient, but what they don't realize is that vitamin D is equally crucial for muscle strength, stability, and mobility. Without sufficient vitamin D, your muscles weaken, your balance deteriorates, and your risk of falling skyrockets. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who took vitamin D supplements had a 23% lower risk of falls compared to those who did not. Moreover, another study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism revealed that older adults with low vitamin D levels experienced weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds. No matter how much you exercise or how healthy your diet is, if your body lacks vitamin D, your muscles simply cannot stay strong. Even more alarming is the fact that over 60% of older adults are vitamin D deficient without even knowing it. This raises the pressing question: how do you fix it? Where can you obtain enough vitamin D, and how much do you really need? The answers are vital because your strength, mobility, and independence depend on them. It might seem surprising, but vitamin D deficiency is not rare at all. In fact, over 60% of seniors do not have enough vitamin D in their bodies, and most have no idea of this silent decline. Unlike other deficiencies that present obvious symptoms, vitamin D deficiency creeps in quietly with no sudden warning signs or immediate red flags. It leads to a slow, steady decline in muscle strength, balance, and mobility. Initially, you might feel just a little more tired than usual, notice that your legs feel weaker when you stand up, or find that climbing stairs isn't as easy as it used to be. But then the real danger begins. According to the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, older adults with low vitamin D levels are twice as likely to suffer from serious falls and fractures, with the risks being even greater for women over 65. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that taking vitamin D supplements can lower the risk of hip fractures by 22%. This is significant because a single fall can change everything for many seniors. It isn't just about a few bruises, but about broken bones, prolonged recovery periods, and in many cases, the loss of independence. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less vitamin D from sunlight. This means that even if you spend time outdoors, you might still be dangerously low on this essential nutrient. So, how do you know if you're at risk? What are the warning signs of vitamin deficiency? Your body gives subtle yet critical signals that should never be ignored. For instance, muscle weakness is one of the earliest and most dangerous signs of vitamin deficiency. Have you ever felt like your legs are getting weaker, or noticed that they feel shaky when you stand up? Is walking becoming more difficult than it used to be? Without enough vitamin D, your muscles lose strength and coordination, leading to balance problems and an increased risk of falls, a major concern for seniors. In fact, studies in clinical endocrinology have shown that people with low vitamin D levels tend to have slower walking speeds and weaker leg muscles. The more severe the deficiency, the harder it becomes to stay active and mobile. Bone pain is another hidden warning sign. Vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption, which in turn keeps your bones strong. Without it, your bones slowly become weak, brittle, and painful. If you frequently experience aching joints, leg pain, or discomfort in your lower back, your body may be signaling that your vitamin D levels are too low. Ignoring this sign can lead to osteoporosis, making your bones fragile and significantly increasing the risk of fractures. Research from the New England Journal of Medicine shows that seniors who maintain healthy vitamin D levels can substantially reduce their risk of hip fractures, one of the most life-altering injuries for older adults. Additionally, slow wound healing can be a red flag. If you notice that small cuts or bruises take longer than usual to heal, or that wounds remain inflamed or infected for an unusually long period, this could be due to insufficient vitamin D. Since vitamin D plays a key role in tissue repair and immune function, a deficiency can delay your healing process, leaving you more vulnerable to infections and further injuries, a particularly serious concern for seniors. Frequent leg cramps and spasms, such as waking up in the middle of the night with painful cramps or experiencing uncontrolled muscle spasms during the day, are also symptoms that your muscles might not be getting enough calcium, which in turn depends on vitamin D for proper absorption. When vitamin D levels drop, muscle contractions can become irregular, leading to discomfort and frequent cramps. So how can you be sure if you are experiencing any of these symptoms? The best way to determine if you have a vitamin D deficiency is through a simple blood test. A doctor can measure your vitamin D levels and recommend the necessary steps to restore them before serious problems arise. The question then becomes, are you getting enough vitamin D, or is your body already warning you that something is amiss? Vitamin D is one of the most crucial yet overlooked nutrients in the body. It influences everything from bone strength and muscle function to immune defense and even mood regulation. Yet, millions of people worldwide are deficient in this essential vitamin, often without realizing it. The symptoms, which include fatigue, muscle weakness, frequent illnesses, joint pain, and even depression, creep in slowly. The good news is that you could take control of your health by optimizing your vitamin D levels, and it is easier than you might think. There are several effective and natural ways to boost your vitamin D levels. First, increase your exposure to sunlight. The most natural and powerful source of vitamin D is sunlight, as your skin is designed to produce this vital nutrient when exposed to it. Unfortunately, in today's modern world, many people barely step outside due to long office hours, excessive sunscreen use, or simply a lifestyle that keeps them indoors. Spending 20 to 30 minutes in direct sunlight at least 3 to 4 times a week can significantly boost your vitamin D levels. It is best to do this between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's UVB rays, responsible for vitamin D production, are at their strongest. If you live in colder regions or have limited sun exposure, vitamin D lamps can serve as an excellent alternative by mimicking the sun's rays. Second, incorporate vitamin D-rich foods into your diet. While sunlight is the most efficient way to obtain vitamin D, your diet plays a crucial role as well. Foods such as fatty fish, including salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna, are excellent natural sources of vitamin D and also provide beneficial omega-3 fatty acids that support brain and heart health. If you're not a fan of fish, egg yolks offer an alternative, as each yolk contains approximately 40 IU of vitamin D. For those who consume dairy, fortified milk, cheese, and yogurt can give an extra boost, and many plant-based alternatives like almond and soy milk are also fortified with vitamin D. Even mushrooms, one of the few plant-based sources of vitamin D, can increase their vitamin D levels when exposed to sunlight, making them a valuable addition to a plant-based diet. Third, consider taking a vitamin D supplement. For some individuals, diet and sunlight alone are not enough to maintain optimal vitamin D levels. Factors such as age, darker skin tones, medical conditions, or geographical location can make it challenging to obtain sufficient vitamin D naturally. Experts generally recommend that adults aged 50 to 70 get at least 600 IU per day, while those over 70 should aim for between 800 and 2,000 IU. However, individual needs vary, so it is always best to consult a doctor to determine your specific requirements. When selecting a supplement, vitamin D3 is typically the best choice because it is more potent and better absorbed by the body compared to vitamin D2. Moreover, it is important to take vitamin D with food containing healthy fats, such as nuts, avocados, or olive oil, to enhance absorption and ensure your body utilizes it effectively. Fourth, pair vitamin D with magnesium. What many people don't realize is that vitamin D alone isn't enough. Your body needs magnesium to activate it. Without sufficient magnesium, your body cannot properly use the vitamin D you obtain from sunlight, food, or supplements. Magnesium-rich foods include leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts such as almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin and sunflower seeds, and whole grains such as brown rice and quinoa. If your diet lacks these sources, magnesium supplements can be a helpful addition to support vitamin D absorption. A common question that arises is, how long does it take to feel the effects of vitamin D? The truth is that improvements do not happen overnight, but the changes can be life-changing over time. In the first 2 weeks, you may begin noticing subtle yet powerful changes. Persistent muscle cramps that used to strike at night or during simple activities may begin to fade, and your body may start feeling less fatigued with a gradual boost in energy. By the 1-month mark, you might realize that the sluggishness and unexplained tiredness are slowly lifting. As you reach 3 months of consistent vitamin D intake, the real transformation becomes evident. Your legs, which once felt shaky or weak, start regaining their strength. Movements that once felt challenging, such as standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking for long periods, become easier and more natural, with improved balance reducing unsteadiness and the risk of falls. Studies have shown that restoring vitamin D levels can result in up to a 31% reduction in falls, a 35% increase in muscle strength, and a significant drop in the risk of fractures due to improved bone density. However, consistency is everything. If you stop taking care of your vitamin D levels, your body will eventually return to its deficient state, bringing back weakness, fatigue, and increased health risks. The key to long-term strength and mobility is to make vitamin D a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Stay consistent and committed, and watch as your body transforms, regaining the energy and resilience it was meant to have. Every single day that passes without enough vitamin D is a day your body struggles with weak muscles, aching joints, and constant fatigue. These are not just random inconveniences. They are warnings from your body that something essential is missing. The longer you ignore these signals, the deeper the damage runs. The good news is that you have the power to change your fate right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The sooner you take action, the sooner your body starts to heal, strengthen, and thrive. The first step is simple yet crucial. Step into the sunlight. Just a few minutes outside can kickstart your body's natural ability to produce vitamin D. Feel the warmth on your skin and let your body absorb the vital nutrient it so desperately needs. And if sunlight isn't an option, adjust your diet to prioritize vitamin D-rich foods. Every meal is an opportunity to fuel your body with the nutrients it craves. If your lifestyle, location, or health conditions make it difficult to get enough vitamin D naturally, do not wait for symptoms to worsen. Supplements exist for a reason. They can restore what is missing and prevent the long-term consequences of deficiency. Even with supplementation, it is critical to ensure your body can absorb vitamin D properly. That is why pairing vitamin D with magnesium is non-negotiable. Without it, the vitamin D you're taking might not even reach the parts of your body that need it most. Finally, know your levels. Guesswork is never enough when it comes to your health. Get tested, understand where you stand, and remember that what you do not measure you cannot improve. In this area, ignorance is far from bliss, it is a risk. Ultimately, the choice is yours. You can continue feeling tired, weak, and unwell, or you can take control of your health today. Your body is waiting for you to make the right decision. Ask yourself, are you truly getting enough vitamin D? You might think you are, but the reality is that most people remain unaware of their deficiency until serious health problems begin to surface. Be it low energy, frequent fatigue, muscle weakness, joint pain, or even persistent mood swings. These could all be your body's way of telling you that your vitamin D levels are dangerously low. Too often, people ignore these warning signs, attributing them to aging, stress, or a poor diet, when in reality they're on a slow path toward weakened bones, poor immunity, and long-term health risks. Have you ever had your vitamin D levels checked? Have you noticed a difference in your health after getting more sunlight, eating vitamin D, rich foods, or taking supplements? Your experience might help others recognize their own symptoms before it's too late. If you found this information eye-opening, consider sharing it with your family, friends, and loved ones. Many people suffer from vitamin D deficiency without even realizing it, and your story could be the catalyst for someone to take action before it's too late. For more powerful health insights like these, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every piece of content is designed to help you take control of your health and live a stronger, healthier life. Now, let us start a conversation. Are you getting enough vitamin D? Or is it time for a change? The decision you make today could very well determine your strength, mobility, and quality of life tomorrow.